purged from the voter rolls before Election Day. Some say the practice is protecting the integrity of the process, but deeming registered voters ineligible just 2 weeks before Election Day isn't sitting well with everyone. 10 Your Side's Anita Blanton is investigating what's quickly become a statewide controversy that's already gone to court. Anita?
Yeah, Nicole, in August, the State Board of Elections in our state and 20 others put together lists of voters according to their joint agreement, who in many cases had duplicate registrations. Well, 40,000 people in Virginia stood the chance of becoming ineligible to vote November 5th. Democrats smelled a rat. They filed paperwork suing to stop the purging of voter registration lists. I talked to people on both sides, and here's information you need to know before the big day. It's been one of the major controversies of the November election, playing out even before you head to the polls. Purging of registration lists. I sat down with Al Spradlin in Chesapeake, who says true, each registrar was given names to investigate, but he says there are major misconceptions about their mission.
But the claim by any political party, Democrat, Republican, or anybody else, that the registrars in the state of Virginia are in some way trying to keep people from voting by taking them off the list, that is so unreal and so untrue.
In Al's case, there were 1,801 people on the list, 974 of which so far have been registered incorrectly. He says the state doesn't have serious voter problems now, and they hope to keep it that way by making sure your information matches what's in their system, eliminating any possibility people could vote in two locations.
They won't be eligible to vote in Virginia in the November election because our records say you registered somewhere else, you need to vote there.
But state Democrats feel there's more to the story.
It's been a little too hurried. There's been some questions about the accuracy of the list, and it has never happened that we have an attorney general who is both a candidate for governor and an official who is overseeing the election that he's running in.
They filed suit asking a judge to reinstate voters who had already been purged and stop any further purges until the election's over. Friday, a judge said no, and registrars like Al agree.
We're in the business of trying to get people registered, to try to teach people how to register and vote and how to exercise their right to vote.
Not preventing people from exercising their right on Election Day. Now, I called to several localities, all still trying to go through their own lists. Virginia Beach alone had 4,000 people. If you've been investigated, deemed ineligible, you should have received a letter notifying you by now. But if you haven't, they say proceed to the polls assuming that you're okay. If you have any problems on Election Day, cast a provisional ballot. Again, cast a provisional ballot on that day. Things can be taken care of after the fact if you do that. Remember, though, you can always contact your registrar to ask questions in advance. Anita Blanton, 10 on your side.